you're doing your live streams all wrong. Hey everybody, Arnaldo Walkman here with Geared First. Let's talk about live streams. After all, we're stuck here in quarantine, and all of a sudden, all of us are bedroom DJs. The sick irony in all this that now all DJs are pretty much the same. Nobody really is DJing anywhere right now. So, full-timer, part-timer argument, that goes out the window. Bedroom DJ, hobby DJ, professional DJ, all that goes out the window. We're now all streaming on Facebook, and some of you guys may do the Cash App. Some of you guys are trying to actually do like some sort of like hosted parties and all that. Hey, if it works for you, awesome. But a lot of us just want to have some fun on Facebook, whether it's just to, flex or to keep our brand going or just to practice and, let people have some fun. Whatever the reason is, if you're doing it on Facebook, you're going to get flagged. So first, we're going to talk about how to properly live stream and how to, not get flagged by Facebook as much. Now, this is really important to know right away. First of all, the whole reason I'm doing this live stream is because I saw somebody that had a really informative graphic on how to do a proper live stream that looks good and sounds good. But then they had like a GoPro attached to an HDMI cable, attached to a video card adapter. We're not gonna buy all that for a live stream. You're gonna lose money. And you can do all this with things you have or should have around the house. I'm gonna give you a couple different alternatives. Now, everything that I'm going to mention in here, I'm going to put links down below. There's a few things you're going to need. First of all, the easiest way to live stream is going out of your monitor or your booth, whichever. And then I have mine going to an XLR to 1/8 inch cable. That XLR to 1/8 inch cable is going to this. Well, what is this? This is a padded cable. You see, first of all, you can't just connect, if you're going to record directly with your phone, you can't just connect the 1/8 inch to XLR to here because it's gonna think it's headphones. You need a tip ring, sleeve, there it is, cable like this. But you also need to pad it because the iPhone is gonna pick it up as a microphone. And even if you turn your gain down here, it's still gonna come distorted. This is going to pad it for you. So whenever I do a quick live stream, I literally plug my monitor into this cable right here. And that goes into my phone and then discharges it. Problem solved. Easy. But perhaps you want to use an actual camera, maybe multiple cameras. Maybe you want to go into multiple types of formats or whatnot, or you want to use OBS. So now we need to talk about how to get the sound out. Well, if you have OBS Streamer, which is a free software, almost everybody uses that now, you can't, if you have timecode, you can't use your mixer. You can actually pull your sound from your mixer, but the moment that you start playing with timecode and you use it, it's going to pick up the timecode as well, so you're going to hear that beep the whole time. If you're just using a DJ controller, you can literally send the DJ controller directly into OBS and you're done. Sound capture, perfect. Unless you're using external effects or anything like that, then it may not come through. So just kind of keep an eye on that, test it ahead of time. I personally don't do that. I took the extra step and I have my monitor cable, so again, that XLR out to 1/8 inch, and I have it going into this guy. Let me bring it over here so you can see it. This is a Yamaha AG06. This allows me to get some incredible sound output. It lets me add, if I want to do a microphone directly into it, because I actually have the microphone shut off on mine, so I can do mic into it. I can also send an out to record, so I can record my mixes. So this lets me do 2 or 3 different things. I already have this in, so I use this. You'll see that the AG06 is a USB. So this will send it out to the computer or even to tablets. I can hook this up to my tablet and I can stream directly from there with incredible sound quality. This is great because if you're gonna use another laptop or computer to stream, you can send that audio flawlessly. And then this sums everything into 2 channels, so you just send that into OBS, have it capture the AG06, and you're done. Super easy. Now, if you have a MacBook, a 2018, you could just technically send it directly to this guy right here, but this guy is also gonna look for a TRSS. What I've noticed is that if I use this, the sound comes in too quiet, so we need a splitter. Here's a splitter that takes headphones and then the mic, and I plug this in. So with this particular one, I would plug this in here, Then I plug it into the microphone and it records just fine. I don't do this though because it still picks up a little bit of noise and it doesn't always work well. For some reason, sometimes it'll pick up noise, sometimes it won't pick up at all, sometimes it's flawless. For me, using the AG06 is better. What about the camera? How are you going to stream from OBS to your camera? This is why it's so important to watch the Gear It First tutorials. You see, a while back for the Arceus Media Master and Grand VJ, I talked about NDI, Network Device Interface. What is that? Well, it's basically a universal siphon or spout. So what's spout or siphon? Well, it basically allows me to take the video output from one program and send it to another. So for example, if Virtual DJ, I use Virtual DJ supports siphon, I can send the output from Virtual DJ directly into my Arceus, which is running on the same computer, or I can, with a little bit of hacking and programs, I can send it over a network. NDI makes all that simplified and it's cross-platform. So essentially, I can take any program that's NDI compatible, send the output of NDI to another program. There's a bunch of programs for the iPhone and Android that turn your camera into an NDI camera. So this essentially means that I can have it on the tripod like you see right now and send the video wirelessly to my OBS system. You can have multiple cameras and switch, so you can do an entire studio using all NDI. If you really want to be fancy, you can use OBS specifically just for the broadcast platform, send NDI directly into Arceus. You can have all your faders go into different effects into Arceus, then send Arceus into OBS, and then you get an entire show out of it with almost zero latency thanks to NDI. You want to make sure you have a good router though, since you're going to be doing this wirelessly. So if you bought some cheap, crappy router, probably not going to work for you. But the advantage of NDI that it is free. There are a couple of cameras, apps on the iPhone. They all cost money, but they all work great. There is one called Epoch, EPOC. There's a free version. It just does like 720p, but it's perfect. Otherwise, you could do NDI at 4K if you chose to. But for OBS, that's not really necessary. So here's what we've got. We've got the audio using my AG06 directly into USB, running into my OBS. Then I have NDI from my phone. And then as far as the lighting, I'm using the ring light from a company called Esquire. I'll also put a link down to that in the description down below. There's also a review of it on my website, gearitfirst.com, and on my YouTube channel. So hopefully that kind of gives you an idea of everything you need. Again, links to all that stuff is down below. But in reality, AG06, you need an 1/8 inch to 1/4 inch cable. You need an 1/8 inch to RCA cable. Hook that into the headset microphone input. You do not need this cable and adapter over here, but I'll put a link to that too if you would like, and you're good to go. Now let's talk about Facebook live streaming, but I'm not going to do it in this video. Let's do it in the next one. Hey, I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more like it, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Gear It First, honest reviews, incredible gig logs, lots of tips and tricks, and more tutorials than any other YouTube channel. I guarantee it, or your money back.